For a healthy living and defeating cancer, I want to basically share my experience with you. For recovering from cancer and defeating cancer, you have to deprive cancer cells from their food. And their food, as we discussed earlier, is sugar and things that can be converted to sugar and a lot of fruit. This is my understanding. Another food for cancer cell is glutamine. There are various suggestions for glutamine, and also there are suggestions by hyperbaric oxygen. So clearly we have to avoid sugary material to cancer cells. Now there are 2 points here: the total sugar and sugar as a function of time. First of all, we have to minimize the amount of sugar if we have cancer problem by replacing with fat and other material. The fat could be animal fat or plant fat. Animal fat has serious problem because of using not proper food. Normally the farm animals, we can't find them. They are factory animals and they have their own problem. Considering we have 8 billion humans, we have really to minimize our animal food. The other point is that how we eat the food to minimize the amount of peak in glucose. The best option is that to start with a salad, a big bowl of salad, and then some soup, and then the main course, and then carbohydrate. The reason we suggest that, because control the amount of carbohydrates and the peak. Recently, there is some investigation that shows that if we have apple vinegar in the beginning of the food, mix with a glass of water, 10-15 half an hour before the food, that will also control the maximum peak. So that is for a cancer patient. Minimizing carbohydrate, starting with minimum hydrocarbon, and then control the food, slowly eating, feeding, giving time for the food to go into the body, and therefore you feel full, because it takes time for the food going to the stomach that we feel that we are full. The other point is that We don't need 3 times or more food per day. We need to basically at least leave, reduce the number of eating to 2, even 1. And if somebody has a serious cancer problem, under direction of healthy diet, they can reduce, they can take multiple days of fasting. If somebody is okay, how about that person? What food they should eat? Now, the main aim here is that to minimize the risk of cancer starting. One is that, to my opinion, we try to avoid unknown chemicals and oils and things like that. Try to minimize that. Try to minimize frying. Try to minimize this new food like pizza and factory food and things like that. And then again, ideally, you want to minimize rice and bread and things like that in your life, because they are new, they are 10,000 years old compared to 200,000. And remember that human, to my opinion, the digestive system is based on vegetable, because animals that can use different hunts, they have very short digestive system, but human digestive system is very long. And if we eat something like meat without any vegetable, it might take a very long time to come out, and that can result constipation and other problem, and basically going off in the body. So we need to my opinion, we need to mix food with a lot of vegetable. So the best option again is to start with soup or salad. But here the difference is that you can have a little bit of rice or bread and things like that. And then at the end you can have some dark chocolate and things like that. But please avoid sugar, anything sugary. That will preserve your health. If you can do some fasting, reduce the number of eating, then that's better. Thank you.